Hey Transformers fans, Adam here, back with another Transformers review. And today I'll be reviewing a G1 reissue of Hot Rod from Hasbro. That's right, before he got the Matrix of Leadership and became Rodimus Prime, he was the carefree Hot Rod who just wanted to race. Let's get into it. So, nice close-up of the packaging here. Got Hot Rod on there in his vehicle mode. Picture of him in robot mode. On top, a demonstration of how to transform him. And on the sides, more pictures. Robot mode, vehicle mode. And same on the bottom. And on the back, nice graphic of the Transformers. And then a mini bio for Hot Rod. Alright, let's go ahead and open them up. I never had him when I was a kid just because I always blamed him for getting Optimus Prime killed. As I got older, I realized, no, Hot Rod didn't get Optimus killed. Optimus did himself in. He got caught monologuing. But anyway, in the box, we have his stickers and his instructions. Set those aside. And then some lasers. And then Hot Rod himself in vehicle mode, modeled after a futuristic sports car. And he's off to warn the Autobots about the Decepticons' attack. And he can even mount one of the lasers right to his engine, give him some firepower. And let's give you a full 360 look here. And underneath, one of the sillier designs. They couldn't figure out a way to cover that up. What are you going to do? But anyway, let's go ahead and transform them. So, we start by bringing down the legs here. Click those into place. Next up, swing his feet out from the bottom here. Stand him up. Next, we swing out his arms and rotate his forearms. Next, we push down on the engine here, pop the hood, swing that around, and swing the head right above this yellow bar here. And lastly, we rotate the windshield and spoiler like so. And there he is in his G1 glory. As far as articulation goes, not a whole lot. Got some movement in the elbows here. Can't do much with the shoulders. They're kind of stuck in place. You can swing them around like that, but that's really just for transforming. And the legs, kind of stuck in place. Can't really do much there. You can nod his head, though, a little bit. Yes, I got Optimus killed. Just kidding. Couldn't resist. But you can go ahead and put the laser in his hand. Take that, Decepticons. And also, and I only ever saw this in the movie, someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but his exhaust pipes here, they also act as lasers. At least they did in the movie for just that one scene. I don't think I ever saw it again. Give you a full 360 look here. Classic G1 design. Some instances great, some instances bad. But I love it. But anyway, let's go ahead and transform him back. So, swing around the windshield and, going the other way. The windshield and spoiler again. Oh, no, I had it right the first time. Nope, it's the other way. There we go. Next, we go ahead and swing the hood back up, swing the head back around. Go ahead and put that back into place. Next, we rotate the forearms again, back out. And move the arms back in. And then swing his feet back in. And close up the legs. And back to a sports car. And that'll about wrap it up for this video. Join me again for my next one. More robot reviews, watch-alongs, shorts, and just more fun in general. Take care, Transformers fans. Hey, Transformers fans. Adam here, back for another Transformers review. My last review is for a G1 reissue of Hot Rod here. And now I'll be reviewing the robot he evolved into once he got the Matrix of leadership in the 86 animated movie and became the new leader of the Autobots, Rodimus Prime. Let's get into it. So, close up of the packaging here. Slightly different style packaging for this commemorative series. Nice graphic of Rodimus on the front. Same graphic on both sides here. On the bottom, pictures of him in vehicle mode and robot mode. On the top, a demonstration of how to transform him. On the back, nice graphic of the Transformers, and then a mini bio for Rodimus. And then this little flap here. Pictures of other Transformers that they released during this commemorative series. And then our first look at Rodimus himself in vehicle mode. Also, his laser and accessories. Let's go ahead and open them up. Now, while this was supposed to be an upgraded form for him, that whole upgrade thing, well, it is debatable for both the toy and the show. We'll get into that. But first, inside the box here, we have the instructions and then the sticker sheet. The stickers are already applied. Again, his laser and some accessories. We'll set these aside for now. And Rodimus himself in vehicle mode. And let's do a little comparison here. So, Hot Rod. He was modeled after a futuristic sports car, whereas Rodimus Prime, my best description is it's a futuristic sports car that tows this Winnebago-style trailer. And even as a kid, I just did not get it at all. Because what is a sports car doing towing a trailer? I have no idea. Again, that whole upgrade thing, debatable. And that's even more obvious in robot mode. So let's go ahead and transform him. So we start by separating the car from the trailer. Set the trailer aside for now. Take off his spoiler for a minute. We go ahead and flip up his feet here. Then we go ahead and bring his hood up. Go ahead and bring out his arms. Flip the hood over. Bring it down. Pop up his head. And then reattach the spoiler to the back here. And there he is, Rodimus Prime, the new leader of the Autobots. And for a demonstration of just how this was not really much of an upgrade, let's get Hot Rod back out here. So, okay, got Hot Rod back out here in robot mode. And when I say the upgrade wasn't really much of an upgrade, what I mean is it comes down to articulation. So, for Rodimus here, the only thing you can really do with him is move his arms up and down. And that is about it. There's nothing with the elbows, nothing with the shoulders, nothing with the legs. They're all kind of stuck in place. The only thing you can really do with him is put the laser in his hand and have him blast some Decepticons. Whereas with Hot Rod here, you had some more articulation with the elbows. You can move his shoulders in slightly. Granted, that was mainly just for transforming, but still something. His legs have always been stuck in place, so that's nothing new. But still, for a supposed upgrade, especially for being the new leader of the Autobots, I really wish I would have done better with him. But what are you going to do? Anyway, let's finish transforming here. So, bring the trailer back out. Open it up like so. He has a cannon here. You can pop that up and move this piece up slightly. And now we can attach those accessories that we saw before. And they basically act as blast shields. Attach those like so. And then you can put Rodimus on top here and have him blast away at some Decepticons. Now, someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think he ever actually used this on the show. So again, I really don't get the point of the trailer. Again, the whole upgrade thing, debatable. Very, very debatable. On the show, he spent most of the season basically being unsure of himself as the new leader and constantly comparing himself to Optimus. Again, they really should have done better for our boy here. But anyway, let's go ahead and transform him back. So, we'll take off the blast shields. Go ahead and bring the cannon back down and fold it back in. Close up the trailer. And then Rodimus himself. So, take up the spoiler again. Bring his feet back down. Push his head back down. Bring up the hood, flip it back around. Push in his arms. Push the hood back down. Put a spoiler back on. And then reattach him to his trailer. And there we go. And again, let's get Hot Rod back out here. So, and there we have it. Hot Rod and Rodimus. Again, I really do wish they would have done better for our boy here since he is the new leader of the Autobots and all, but can't have everything, I guess. But anyway, that'll about wrap it up for this video. Join me again for the next one, and we will wrap up the whole Hot Rod Rodimus series with Studio Series Hot Rod. Join me for that. Until then, take care, Transformers fans. Hey, Transformers fans. Adam here, back for another Transformers review. And today, I'll be reviewing a Takara G1 reissue of Ironhide. Let's get into it. So, close up of the packaging here. Got a graphic of Ironhide in his robot mode. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. This was one of the more weird G1 designs. We'll get into that. But inside, first look at Ironhide in his vehicle mode. On the top, a demonstration of how to transform him. On the sides, pictures of him in robot mode and vehicle mode. Same thing on the bottom. And on the back, usual graphic of the Transformers. And then Japanese writing that I cannot make out for the life of me. Again, this is a Takara reissue, but if it's anything like Hasbro, I'm guessing that this is a mini bio for Ironhide. But let's open them up. Never did have Ironhide when I was a kid. Always escaped me up until he was discontinued, i.e. killed off in the animated movie. So let's see here. Start with the accessories. So we have some rockets for his rocket launcher, and then a laser, and a holder for the laser. Set those aside for now. And then Ironhide himself, in vehicle mode, modeled after a Nissan Vanette. And as a Nissan Vanette, pretty solid design. Looks pretty much exactly like what we saw in the animated series. And I can really feel the weight with the diecast too. Missed that feeling compared to today's plastic. But the weird part comes once we transform him. So let's go ahead and do that. Start by taking off the top of the van here. Set that aside for now. The bottom of his frame here, that becomes his feet. Just rotate those out. And then we bring out what becomes his arms here. So 1 and 2. And then his windshield. Just rotate that down, like so. And yeah, that is G1 Ironhide in robot mode, looking basically nothing like what we saw in the animated series. So here's the story. When these were originally released in Japan, before the Transformers were the Transformers, they had human pilots. So that's why he does not have a head. So to compensate, Hasbro included a sticker that you attach to the seat here that acted as his face. And then eventually they came out with clip-on heads for them, which I happen to have one of those right here. And it just clips onto the back of the seat here. There we go. And there he is. Just look at that face. But even with the clip-on head, this is only a vague resemblance of what we saw in the animated series. So what do you guys think? Especially those of you who had him as kids. What did you think then? What do you think now? I really do want to know. Please let me know in the comments. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish transforming because we're not quite done yet. So the back of the van here, we rotate down these tank-like tires. The back opens up just like that, and then the sides unfold like so. And we raise up this little rocket launcher here. And then get that laser holder that gets dropped right into here. The laser itself gets mounted right on top of that. Adjust these tires here. There we go. Sorry, Ironhide. And then clip in the rocket, just like that. And this becomes a little tank for Ironhide. Someone let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think he ever actually used this on the show. But he has it. They can blast some Decepticons with it, if you can get him to stand upright. Move his feet up a little more. There we go. Now he's ready to blast some Decepticons, complete with firing his rocket. So, fire in the hole. Yeah, there's no getting around it. This is weird as hell. But anyway, let's go ahead and transform him back. So start with the back of the van here. Take off the laser and the holder. Fold back in the rocket launcher. Close that back up. Close up the back of the van. Rotate the tank tires back up. Set that aside for now. And then Ironhide himself. Sorry, buddy, but off with your head. And then we bring his feet back down. Rotate the windshield back up. And then bring his arms back in. And reattach the back of the van here. And back to a Nissan Vanette. Thankfully, more recent releases of Ironhide here have done our boy much more justice, and I happen to have one of those releases on the way, the Studio Series. That'll be in a future review. That'll about wrap it up for this one, though. Join me again for the next video, and until then, take care, Transformers fans.